Hi Pisces, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for October 2025. This is a single psychic prediction. I'm going to be asking our spirit guides in a moment what is next in love, what's coming towards you, any loving energy that may be around you. Let's see what our cards are saying today. I have some charms and some initials, so we'll be using those as well for some clues and evidence. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. Spirit, I ask you to guide my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is it that you have at this time? What is it that you want for them? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I think you're beautiful. Who doesn't want to hear that? I like the swan energy, that soulmate energy. I always like that. I think I love you. I love that. The person who, I don't know, they just kind of say it out loud. I think I'm falling in love, and they're not even expecting anything back. They just say it out loud. They just kind of say it because that's what they're thinking and that's what they're feeling. And they're just like, oops, did I just tell you I'm in love with you? I think I'm falling in love with you. Beautiful. I need time. Okay, maybe one person is saying, I need more time. I just want to make sure my feelings are real. It happens. Sometimes somebody gets there first. The other person does some catching up. I'm not who you think I am. Okay, maybe you need to get to know me a little bit better, or I want you to know everything about me before you decide that, I'm the only one that you want to be with, something like that. I don't feel like it's secrets. I just asked if there were secrets, and it wasn't like secrets. It was just more of a feeling of, I'm not as perfect as you think I am. I feel the same way. Okay, eventually getting to a place where we're both on the same page. Very nice. Soon. Okay, I always like soon. I had soon in my last reading. Thank you, Spirit. I have a musician. Okay, somebody who's connected to music, plays a guitar, sings, knows music, can play an instrument. I'm hesitant to make you an offer. I just want to make sure you feel the same way. A little bit of, it's been a long time since I was in a serious relationship. So I want to be, but I also don't want to make a mistake either, because I know how painful it is if you pick the wrong person. So but it felt more, it's just been a long time since I have been said to somebody, I want to be in a serious relationship, is how it felt. Your marriage material. Okay, maybe that I wasn't expecting it feels like I wasn't expecting somebody to fall in love with me and say, I think I'm falling in love with you. And I wasn't expecting a proposal. Okay. Like, I feel like this is going to turn into something else. And maybe you didn't even have that on your radar screen. I'm going to end up getting married, whether it's the first time or again. Maybe you didn't even have it on your radar screen. How fun. I need to get you alone. I feel like there's a lot of energy around this particular connection with two people that possibly haven't been in a relationship with, or a serious relationship for a while. And I feel like we are, one, surprised, two, I guess trying to make a good choice. Okay, trying to make a good decision, trying to be smarter this time, something like that. Spirit, please share with me what's going on around this energy. I have Santa Marate. Okay, so celebration. I have an ace of cards in the back, and I have a love bottle back here, like a message in a bottle. But it feels more like, it's almost like the Magician card, where this person has things to offer you that you're not even aware of yet. Like, there's all these things in the background. So maybe over time, we're going to start to see more and more of those things come forward. I have a pumpkin promise. Oh, I love that for October. How cute is that? The number 42, pumpkin promises. You know, is it as simple as I promise, you know, they can't promise not to hurt you, but I promise not to lie to you. I promise to be loyal to you. I promise to try my hardest. I promise that there isn't anything that I'm doing or saying that you shouldn't know about. I'm not hiding anything from you. I don't have a secret life going on behind this relationship. So there's a part of me that's saying, this person, yeah, the promises are more along the lines of respect and loyalty. So I feel like those would be the promises. Pumpkin promises. How cute is that? Spirit, please share with me. Where are we headed? I have a Hermit. I have a King of Swords. I have a Queen of Swords. And I have an Eight of Swords. I'm 100% in agreement with what I said a moment ago with, I just haven't been in a serious relationship in a long time. And I feel like this person is asking you to, you know, please help me to break out of the, I don't want to say rut, but I don't know, the energy of something keeps holding me back from wanting to be in a committed relationship, or please help me to not hold back. So there's a sense of the only thing that's holding me back is my mind. The only thing that would be holding me back, it's not you, it's me. It's me thinking my life is going to change, or am I really ready for this? Do I really want this? Is this the right person? Is this person going to hurt me? So all of those things kind of bottom of the deck. I have a Two of Pentacles. So, you know, it's that back and forth that happens with us that we all struggle with. I will tell you, you're on the same page with this King of Swords and Queen of Swords, because I feel like you do a lot of talking about relationships and what relationships work and things that didn't work and maybe in past relationships that you'd like to do better, things that you didn't have in past relationships that you want moving forward in a new relationship. But I feel like this is brutally honest and pretty deep emotional vulnerability. I'm going to say it that way. I feel like we're both really, really upfront with everything from I've been hurt before to this is what I want. I want it all. I want a best friend, a lover, a partner, somebody who I can rely on, somebody I can trust. So, you know, it's that conversation that we all have. Queen of Wands, I have the bottom of the deck, and I have a 10 of Wands. That conversation that we all have with somebody new that says, are you in it for the long run? Because I can see that I could be really drawn to you. I can see that you're everything I'm looking for, but are you ready for the long haul? That 10 of Wands is always a feeling of, can you handle it? Can you carry the load? Can you carry the burden? The one thing I like about the 10 of Wands is the 10 of Wands, they don't ever drop the sticks. They keep going. Even if it's one foot in front of the other, they just keep going until things get better. So maybe they see that in you. Maybe they see that you have struggled or you have gone through a lot, that you are almost a feeling of above it all, that you survived somehow and you're above it all. And you know, something didn't hold you back just because you were alone or you had to do it by yourself. You have a house, you have a a good job, you have a car, you've raised your kids, so whatever it is, it's a feeling of they can see in you this sense of you can handle a lot. I think that that's a very attractive trait in people. Sometimes you say, what is it? God only gives you what you can handle. But some people handle it. 10 people could get the same thing, and some people can handle it and some people can't. So you handled whatever God has given you, and you've carried it with grace, they just said, and you've held your head high and you've come through it, and you're this strong, amazing person. So that's what they're going to be attracted to. That feels really nice. It's a sense of they see you for your worth. Spirit, please share with me. I have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Reckless actions lead to conflict. I don't want to jump into something. So I feel, again, it's that deep conversation about, I haven't been in a relationship maybe for a long time, and this is what I'm looking for. And if you can give that to me, or you think we can get there together, great. But if you can't give that to me, then I'm really not ready to jump into anything else, because this is really what I want. So it's somebody who really knows themselves, and I'm hoping that's you. I'm hoping you know that. The Caduceus, you will receive news from afar. So how about some good news ahead? Just this feeling of, I don't know. It came into me a little bit like a surprise. Okay. Maybe this person comes into your life out of nowhere. I was not expecting to meet you. I met you on vacation. I met you traveling. I met you at a friend's party that I wasn't even going to go to begin with. So sometimes people come into our lives when we just aren't even looking. I have the Wyvern. Your secrets are safe. Tell me anything. I can trust this person. I really can. I feel like I want you to know everything about me. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. There's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of deep kind of soul, getting into each other's souls. What makes you tick? I have seduction. Beautiful. Passion and romance. Oh, wait. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. Sign me up for that. You could be very, very attracted to this person. They could be very attracted to you. Let's get one more of these. And I have hindrance. Fate has blocked this path for you. I don't feel, oftentimes, I'm not necessarily a believer in blocks. I'm not necessarily I'm certainly not a believer in anything like a curse or a spell or anything like that. I believe that energy is always in motion. And I always believe that even if you're at a standstill, even if you feel like things haven't changed or moved in a long time, they are moving beneath the surface. You're changing, Spirit just said. So whatever you feel like has been holding you back with that Eight of Swords, I just want to make sure I'm not jumping into something. I want to make sure that they're saying kids could be involved. So some of you, I'm not jumping into a relationship because it doesn't just affect me. It affects me and my kids. So I want to make sure it's the right person. Or I'd rather be alone because I've rebuilt my life. So it's not that you're blocked. It's that you're making a conscious decision as to what's best for you and your future path. So if this person is going to meet the things that are important to you, and you have these deep conversations about, I feel like you and I are both on the same page as far as what we want, then it will move forward. If not, you're perfectly happy in continuing on the path that you're on. And that's okay too. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that it's a waste of time. But right now it feels like it's definitely somebody that you're interested in them and they're interested in you. And there's definitely passion. I like that. Pumpkin promises and passion. How about that? That's cute. Yeah, sometimes in the fall, I mean, I love the fall. I think the fall is like one of my favorite. I mean, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's up there. I love the fall. The letter D for divine, a gift from God. Can you see the future with this person? That's a big question. That's a hard question. Sometimes that takes time. It takes time to answer. I do feel like this person, I feel that when I felt earlier, I think I'm falling in love with you, and they just say whatever they're thinking. I don't think that they put a lot of thought into, I'm going to tell you today that I love you. I feel it's just how they act. They're like, I think I'm falling in love with you. This is great. You're great. You're everything I've ever wanted. They don't hesitate. They don't hold back. It's not a big deal because they're able to say what they're feeling. So there's a lot of a very emotional freedom here between the two of you. And it could be because you're both adults. It could be you've lived lives, you have experience, you've been in other relationships. You're not afraid to hold back, because if you hold back, you're not going to have what you want. You want everything. So you got to put yourself out there. And I feel like you and this person are doing that. I have the letter E, essence. My heart and soul is in this, your inner truth. You are going to step forward with, this is what you see is what you get. This is it. Okay. And it feels good. It feels brave. I feel strong. I have the letter L, learning, communicating well, inside information. Just this feeling of I've learned that if I'm not myself, if I'm not truly pure and open, if I'm not asking for what it is that I want in a relationship, I'm not going to get it. So I love this kind of, I'm going to be really upfront. The letter M, magic, using your power, charming this person. I like that too. You're magical. There's so many things I love about you. I don't even know where to start. And that could be, they just see like this amazing person that's in front of them, and they see all these qualities, and I feel like you're one of those people that the more they get to know you, the more they like peeling an onion. You were wonderful when they first met you, but as they got to know you and they fall in love with you more and more, and they see the depth of who you are, it just becomes better and better over time. Like, this is a love that grows and it gets deeper. And that's how it should be. The more trust there is, the more time I've had into you, the more I grow to love you. So I feel that kind of, that depth happening in this connection. Let's get some initials. So we got a couple of letters there already. Let's see. First initials, last initials. Maybe you'll get the spelling of somebody that maybe you've already met, and this is a confirmation for you. But right now, it could be somebody new coming your way, and they're just giving us a couple clues. So let's see what they said. We'll get these organized. I have a Y, an H. I have an F, an I, the letter D. I have a B. I have an E, a Y, a U, Q, A. I have an X, and I have another U. Okay, so some of you definitely, maybe you're pulling out some initials out of that. Don't worry if you don't see your name or their name. It's okay. All right, let's see what else they want you to know about this connection. I like the conversation energy. I think that's so important. I feel like it's not all about the physical in the long run. At the end of the day, you got to be able to talk to somebody. You got to be able to share experiences, Spirit's saying. Beautiful. So I can talk to this person. That's probably what you notice the first. Maybe that's the first thing you realize, that this could be my person. It's like, I feel like we talk about everything and anything. I have midnight, the most magical hour of all. That feels like, the clock strikes 12 and this kind of fairy tale, energy. But it also came into me as the talking late at night on the phone and realizing, like, I got to go to bed. It's 12 o'clock. Like, I can't believe I've been on the phone with you for 3 hours. So it was a little bit of that too. Like, the hours just fly when I'm with you. The hours just, I don't know where the time goes. So you guys must love being together, talking all hours of the night, something like that. I have eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. So is this a soul union that's come back? Is this I finally have met you in this lifetime? It could be. It could be that you're really connecting to somebody. I have scrying, trusting your intuition. Okay, just seeing what's inside of yourself. Sometimes you take a step back and you just keep asking yourself the questions. How do I feel when I'm with this person? Oh, my hands just tingled. Okay, so a little bit of a crystal ball going on there. I get my crystal ball here. How do I feel? How do I feel when I'm with this person? What's my energy feel like? How do they react to me? Sometimes it's as simple as a touch. If this person were just to touch your arm, do you have a physical reaction to that? Like the hair on your arms goes up, your whole body tingles, and they're like, oh my God, this person just touched my arm. It wasn't like, something major. They put their hand on my knee. They grabbed my hand. Sometimes your whole body physically reacts. So I want you to feel that. I want you to look for that. And that could be your intuition trying to talk to you. Okay, just saying, hey, this feels pretty good. I want you to take notice that, this energy, this kinetic energy, this invisible force between us is really, really nice. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 5 of Swords. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have a 3 of Cups. And I have a 6 of Pentacles. It came into me as there will be a day that we'll be together. So there could be an obstacle. Maybe somebody has an example to me would be something along the lines of, we can't live together right now because our kids are still in school and I don't want to change the school system. And so we'll just wait till the kids are out of high school and then we'll buy a house together. Like that would be my example. But it's a feeling of there will be a day that we're physically together. We'll be together emotionally. We'll be together in a relationship, but maybe we can't move in together right away. I'm going to say because of kids, logistics, a home, a job, something like that. Doesn't mean it's not going to change in a short period of time, but I feel like we have some kind of timeline that we're going to try to work around. I have an Ace of Pentacles. There will be an offer. Pumpkin promises. Look at that big promise, that big pumpkin. I have a 4 of Wands. This person's going to commit. This person will commit. I think I'm falling in love with you. And what did they say? I wasn't expecting a proposal. Sometimes you know in a very short period of time, I'm going to marry you someday. And maybe it takes years until you get to that point, but you knew immediately, like, you're the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I have a 2 of Wands. I see a future with you is how that just came into me. How gorgeous. Let's get some initials, not initials. Let's get some charms. Let's see what my charms are saying. Let's see if we get some other clues. So I've got this beautiful bowl. I'm going to get a scoop and see what jumps out at me. Okay. Let's get the letters. I have a letter D. I have a letter D. I have an O. I have another D. D, D, O. Okay. And what is this? And a Q. Okay, so I have a handful of letters. I have a beautiful tree. So this love will only grow. It's going to go deep, deep roots. Definitely looking for somebody that I'm going to grow old with. Just came in. Very nice. Okay, I have a star, a little bit of a make-a-wish, but it also felt like a star necklace. It felt like a pendant that somebody wears. So it could be some kind of pendant necklace that I wear all the time, kind of like I wear this, the most. It's a miniature deck of tarot cards. If you can see it, it's like a whole deck of miniature cards. So I always say I always have my cards on me. So I love that. But everybody has it. Feels like something somebody wears all the time. I have some ballerina shoes. So I might have a child. Maybe that's the reason why maybe we just kind of hold back on, something formal. Here's another tree. We're both going to grow. I always love that. I have scissors. The scissors are coming into me as I have nothing tying me to my past. I've cut all ties. There's nothing holding back this connection. I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, but there's nobody, trust me, that is coming back or I'm interested in going back to. So very much open field, clean slates, no attachments. This is kind of just, I feel like sensual. I love how you smell and I love to kiss you. I can't wait to kiss you. I love kissing you. I love how you smell. I like your cologne, your perfume, your body lotion. People have a certain scent sometimes, and people love that. They notice it. So that is, those are your charms. They feel nice. I like the no strings. I'll take no strings attached to this connection. Let's see what else. What else do you need us to know today, Spirit? Let's see, get a couple of these guys. What do you want us to know about this connection in October? I have naughty or nice. I'm going to say playful. I'm going to say seduction. You could be really free with this person sensually. You could be realizing that, I haven't opened this door in a long time. I haven't had a lover in a long time, and it feels kind of fun, lingerie or toys, taking turns at each other's houses, like sleepover parties. But yeah, maybe there's a part of you that says, hey, I haven't, been active sexually in a long time, and this feels nice. There's a little bit of teasing and seduction going on. It's a new beginning, the number 20. So it's definitely a new start for both of us. I have, that came into me as, it is a picture of a baby, but it came into me as I have dreams of a baby. For those of you that still would like to be married, have a child someday, I'm dreaming of a baby, and maybe this person's very open to having a family. This person says, yeah, maybe they have a child already, but they're still open to having another child in their lifetime. So it feels like I've been dreaming of having a baby, and that's something that somebody wants. I have patience. I've been waiting for you. This beautiful kind of fairy energy. I've been waiting patiently for the right one. And I always feel like, you know what? This is the type of energy that's worth the wait. This is the type of person that you wake up and say, I know it took a long time for this, but it's okay because it's worth it. Like, this is much better than I ever had hoped for. Spirit, when is this coming into our lives? When are we? Timeline. I have May. These could be birthday months. I have February. Okay, looks like a little villa in Italy. Maybe we're going to travel to the vineyards in Italy. Gorgeous. I have don't wait around. Don't wait around for the, somebody that doesn't want what you want. You know, that's that whole feeling of I want to get to know you, and I'm going to put right on the table what it is that I'm looking for in a relationship. So otherwise I'm not going to be in a relationship is how I feel. I have June. Okay, I like the lavender fields in that card. And I have the next full moon, and let's get one more. And I have more than a year. It doesn't mean you're going to meet this person in a year from now. I always see this card or cards similar to this as we'll be together. They're saying sooner than expected, coming in as a rocket. I always see those types of cards as we're going to be together more than a year. You know, we'll be together a long time. So I read that kind of differently than waiting another year or something, but sooner than expected. I will definitely take. Spirit, what are the loving messages around this connection? I've been burdened with guilt and regret. Maybe that's something that one of you had to work on and let go, and maybe it was something that you had some shadow work on. Our connection is divinely guided. Again, this feeling of worth the wait. I will never find another love like you. I feel like this person is, I would be shocked if they didn't want a commitment. I feel like they fall in love with you very easily. I feel like they're not afraid to say, I think I'm falling in love with you. I feel like they're not afraid to say, I'm going to marry you someday. I just feel like it just spills out of their mouth like it's meant to be. Nothing compares to our connection. This is going to be a beautiful connection. It is. It's going to be a lifetime together, Spirit just said. So we're going to, if it's not here yet, you're the only person for me. So I have some loyalty happening here also. So I'll take that. We're going to put this out into the universe. If this isn't in your life yet, you can use any of my readings to help you to manifest. And we put them out to the universe at the end, and we just claim them, and we ask Spirit to bring us this kind of loving energy. So let's put this out now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels here. Check out my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel for some additional readings. I hope you enjoyed your October reading today, and we'll see you all again real soon in another Love Messages.